all of my critics. I told you all that I was the greatest of all time when I beat Sonny Liston. I told you today I'm still the greatest of all time.
Hi, my name is Coach Mark Goodall. Thank you very much for pressing play on my very short video today. Today's short video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about self-belief, okay, and where it's going to come from. It's going to come from the greatest boxer of all time, and that happens to be Muhammad Ali. Now, some of you may disagree that Muhammad Ali was and is the greatest boxer of all time, but if you look at any boxer, okay, current, past, okay, you will notice that there's a spirit of Muhammad Ali within any person what reaches to the top of their game, okay, whether that may come from a skill set, whether that may come from confidence, okay, whether that be coming from the fact that the person who is a champion is very arrogant, okay, and cocky. You will find that there's a spirit of Muhammad Ali running through them. So hence why I say a lot of the time you have to stand on the shoulder of a giant, and this giant happens to be Muhammad Ali. Anyway, self-belief, confidence, we all know is something what Muhammad Ali had, okay? And I believe the reason why I had this confidence and arrogance was the fact that he was putting the work to get as best as he could, which armed him with a self-belief that he could not be beaten. He always had the upper hand of his opponent. Right, now on the 15th of November, okay, in LA, Los Angeles, America, in 1962, Muhammad Ali took on a more experienced fighter named Archie Moore. Now, Archie Moore had fought some good names, was really going to be a tough test for the young heavyweight fighter in Muhammad Ali, and of which a lot of people thought there's no way that Muhammad Ali will be able to beat Archie Moore. Okay, pre-fight, Muhammad Ali had a spying account, making sure that he knew how Archie Moore was training, what weaknesses Archie Moore had, okay, and finding out things about Archie Moore, what he knew he could capitalize on his weakness. And there was a press conference in Stanza, okay. In the press conference, Muhammad Ali stated this: don't lock the aisles, don't lock the door. Archie Moore will be going down in 4. Don't quote me on this, or it could have been, don't lock the aisles, don't lock the door, as you all will be going home. Archie Moore will be done in 4. Something like that. Don't quote it. If you Google it, you'll find it. Okay? What does that tell you? That tells you that he had a belief that he could beat him. That's one thing. He had a belief that he could in his own ability as well. And would you know, Muhammad Ali on that night, on the 15th of November 1962, he actually beat Archie Moore in round 4. Now you could look at that and say, well, that was just luck. You know, that was just luck. You know, there's no way that somebody can predict to the round, especially in boxing, he's going to put his opponent away. Well, he actually did. Now, here's the other thing as well. Muhammad Ali had 61 fights, okay? Of the 61 fights, okay, there was some fights where he made predictions, 19 fights to be exact. He made 19 fights where he made predictions, where he think he was going to stop his opponent. Out of the 19 fights, he got 16 of them actually right. Okay? 16 of his 19 predicted fights where he said he's going to stop an opponent, he actually got 16 of these right. Again, you could say it's quite lucky, but in boxing it's hard to kind of predict that, especially in those days when they were fighting for 15 rounds, not the current 12 rounds. Okay, so within that, Muhammad Ali had a self-belief. Okay, Muhammad Ali adapted this mindset that, you know, whatever's in front of him is going to beat them. Okay, and if he feels so confident, he's going to actually make the prediction of what round he's going to actually finish him in as well. All right. Okay, love Muhammad Ali or hate him, he is, up to this day, the greatest. And not only the greatest in the basis of the greatest fighter, the greatest boxer. He may not have been the greatest fighter and the greatest boxer, but what he did for boxing, he made boxing marketable, okay? He made people want to watch and listen to boxing. He identified also, at the particular time, fighters were just fighters, okay? They never used to sell fights. The fights were sold generally by the promoter. The promoters were the guys what were selling the fights. Fighters just wanted to fight. Okay, Muhammad Ali changed the game. Okay, Muhammad Ali knew his power. Okay, Muhammad Ali knew without him, okay, boxing, okay, without him as a boxer, the fight is not sellable. So you would hear him predict when he's gonna finish his opponent. You would hear him with all these rhymes. You would hear him with all this arrogance and cockiness, what really, really got on the nerves of powerful establishment, okay? But you have to give him one thing, his self-belief, all right? His self-belief. Now then, what I'm gonna ask you today, have you got self-belief? Have you got the confidence to believe in what you're actually doing? Have you got the self-belief that you can become better at what you do, okay, and get recognized for what you do, whether that be extrinsic or intrinsically, okay, if that's outwardly or inwardly, all right? So that's my video for today. Self-belief, I believe, sometimes can be a journey, okay? It's no point having self-belief if you've got no substance behind you. You have to arm yourself, okay? Arm yourself with knowledge, arm yourself with a skill set if it's something to do with a sport. Arm yourself so you've got all the knowledge, okay? All the skill set, okay, which is going to give you a self-belief that you can do something what maybe take your time to learn, but once you start learning, start getting better, start getting more knowledgeable, then you should be able to develop a self-belief. Okay, not an arrogance, a self-belief, confidence, self-assurance, all right? But it all starts with yourself, all right? Thank you for pressing play. Do remember, my name is Coach Martin Gooden, and what I do is turn males and females into their very own champions of themselves, using boxing as the vehicle to make you have a better mindset, to make you have more self-confidence, to make you get leaner, to make you get stronger, and to make you be the fittest version of yourself that you ever can be. Thank you for pressing play. Have a great day.